So I'm going to write here, we still have 2,310 left that we have to figure out. And then they're going to pay for 90% of that. So how do we figure out 90%? Right, so in your calculator right now, you're taking $2,310 times 0.9. Which means the insurance company is paying for $2,079 of this bill. How do I figure out how much I pay then?
What like the total of or no, like the, take that, yeah, 110, subtract the, what insurance you paid, and then add 175.
Sure, you could also subtract it from the original amount right away. So we could just take $2,485 minus $2,079 and find out that we have to pay $406. Another way you could have done it, like you said, was taking this subtracted from that. So I'm taking 2,310 minus $2,079, and then I'm adding in that 175, which also makes 406. Or if the insurance company is paying for 90%, how much are you paying for? If they pay for 90%, how much do you pay for? 10%, right? So 10% is how much you would pay for. So you could take 175 plus 10% of this, and that would also work. All right. Now, we are going to go down to this one right here in the middle. Monthly insurance premium. What is a premium again? That's how much you pay. So you're paying this much, but at this work, 80% is paid by your employer. That's pretty nice. So monthly deduction for insurance, this is how much you pay for insurance. So we need to figure out 80% of 146. So take 146 times 0.8. And you get what? 116.8, but we shouldn't write that down. Why shouldn't I write that down? I was making a mistake by writing it down. Why shouldn't we write this down? Yep.
That's what the employer is.
Yeah, that's what your employer pays. That's not what you pay. So instead, let's figure out what we pay. You could subtract what we just figured out from the total, or we could just do a different percent. Let's just do a different percent. What percent do you pay? If they pay 80%, we pay 20%. So instead, take 146 times 0.2. So you pay $29.20 per month. For health insurance, how do we figure out the annual cost then? Multiply by 12. $350.40. Do you want to do another one of these, or do you feel like these ones are okay too? Okay, flip to the back. All right, and we're gonna try this one and 28. All right, so your medical bill, no, I don't want to do that one. I want to do the top one. Medical bill is $1,420. The deductible amount is $100. 70% is paid by the insurer. This is the amount paid by you. This is what we did on the front side. Do you remember this? All right, so talk me through it. What should I do first? All right, I'm going to subtract 100. 1420 subtract 100 is 1320. And then how do I find out how much is covered by my insurance company? Multiply what's left over by 70%. So 1,320 times 0.7 is $924. If they paid $924, how do I figure out how much I paid? You just subtract it from the original bill. 1420 minus 924 is $496. Okay. Let's look at 28. Ted's health insurance costs a total of $87.50 per month, but his employer pays for 70% of his premium. If Ted paid $283.50 for medical expenses last year, how much did he pay for health care, including his share of insurance premiums? This looks complicated. So I guess first we're going to have to figure out how much he pays per month. If his employer pays 70%, how much does he pay? 30%. So everybody in your calculator take 8750 times 0.3. I got that he pays $26.25 per month. Did you guys get the same thing? Okay. And then how do I figure out how much he pays for a year? Times 12. Take 26.25, multiply by 12. 315. So then it says he paid $283.50 for medical expenses last year. How much did he pay for health care, including his share of the insurance premiums? So for that, we add this one and this one, because this is like his doctor bill and how much he paid for health insurance. So 315 plus 283.50 is $598.50. All right, I'm gonna let you work the rest of the time on this.